So today I'd like to do a bit of collaborating with a friend of this channel. We'll be talking about some of the challenges of creating hobby content on YouTube, PSA set registries, and of course, rookie cards. Let's do it. Well, hello everyone, Victor, the rookie card specialist here on YouTube. Today I'd like to introduce you to a friend, Scott from Big Scott 35 right here on YouTube. And yes, I will be leaving links to his channel in the description down below. But Scott does an episode on Sunday nights called Let's Talk, where he'll have a guest on, or sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes it's just him speaking on certain hobby topics. And these are my favorite episodes too. Scott is well thought out. You can tell he loves the hobby and gives the topic at hand his honest opinion. He's transparent, not afraid to speak his mind, but he does it respectfully. And I like Scott because he's just an all-around good-hearted dude. Now, I had the privilege to be on Let's Talk not that long ago, and I want to share with you a portion of that episode. It's a good conversation. I hope you enjoy it. At this point, obviously I had found YouTube by then. I always wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I never did. Always kind of, procrastinating, I guess you could say, on doing that. So it took me I was really wanting to do one for 3 years before I actually did a YouTube channel. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the YouTube channel, you know that you take your time with it because you're very articulate with your words. You're very focused on the thing. You get right to the point and you talk about the point and hammer it home. So that's why it took you 3 years to make sure you were right. Because I'm sure, because man, if you want good information, and even because you even say on it, it's your hobby, your collection. At the end of the day, if you want to call it a rookie card, it's your right to call it a rookie card.
Sure.
So it's it's a very, that's why I say you took on a controversial at this moment topic that some people get kind of heated over. I've had this discussion with my my guy at the LCS, and people believe what they believe, and when you start talking about their belief systems, well, no matter what it is, it can get personal mighty quick. So I applaud you for having patience with us people, us humans.
No, and a lot of that, Scott, I'll be honest with you, I do on purpose, only because I know it's such a touchy subject. And it's one of them things where I do an extraordinary amount of research because I want to give information that I believe to be true, and I want to give accurate information. So I research my research. That's how careful I am with it. And I am very, my presentations are very thought out, and I'm very careful with what I'm going to say because I know, it takes a lifetime to build a reputation, but a split second to lose it. And it's a topic that everybody's waiting for me to just say the wrong thing so they can pounce, right?
That's YouTube.
Exactly.
At least it's not Twitter, because it'd have been worse. Because and also if you show anger or anything back, that just kills the discussion right there anyway. So if you want to continue the discussion, you just gotta go, okay, I understand what you're saying, but this is my thought. But all right. So what I was saying was I always read the stuff below, the comments below your videos there. So that's just as entertaining sometimes.
Yeah.
But you made it when you get to troll status. When people start trolling you, that's when you're doing something right. That's what I've always said. You get a thumbs down. I take pride in that because that means I've done something right to get somebody to come and do that. So So you always take it in stride. With your collection, I know you're still doing the Michael Jordans,
basic set registry. Yep.
Yeah, the basic. Do you do any other set registries outside of that? Or
Yeah, I actually got 10 registries started, and I've got 4 completed.
wow.
So I'm working on 6 other ones, and now a lot of them are players that I enjoy. So I'll do their rookie card run,
Mm-hmm.
like say Tim Duncan for one.
Okay.
I love Tim Duncan. So he's got 18 rookie cards. So
Oh, really?
there's a set registry for all of his rookie cards. And then I do Kobe Bryant. I got all his, Frank Thomas, Sammy Sosa, Randy Johnson, and a lot of player rookie card set registries. But then I'm doing the top 100 cards of the 80s by Mike Payne. I'm doing that one.
Yeah.
We mentioned the Michael Jordan basic set registry. I'm doing the Roberto Clemente basic set registry. So yeah, it's kind of where my heart and passion really lie, is in the set registries.
Yeah, I that was my gateway into graded cards, was the set registry. I think that's for a lot of people, and that's when people get addicted to PSA.
Yeah.
I you know, me and you talked about Roberto Clemente at the show. You know, I started picking him up, but I'm just kind of using the set registry as a guide. I don't care what, you know, I got the SGC rookie.
Sure.
I just want to get the nicest card, the nicest example for the price I can afford.
Sure.
For that one, you know, I'm doing Gary Carter. I got 4 or 5 set registries with Gary Carter, and then the 1971 set. So, which I've kind of stopped because I've been working on the Gary Carters here lately. So.
Oh, and my favorite one is the I don't know, can't believe I forgot about this one, but the post-war Hall of Fame rookie card set registry.
Oh, you're in that one?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a big boy one.
That's a big one, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even want to start talking about some of those that you're gonna have to get. So
yeah. I mean, and if I don't get them all, I'm okay. But that's like an ongoing one. It like never ends,
right?
Because every year there's added,
Right.
So, but I really enjoy that one.
Now, are they? I don't know how now the new ones. I guess in the last 20 years, when they do that set registry, is it the Topps flagship first card printed, or is what they recognize, or is it the first regular flagship card? Because it could be an update, it could be.
Yeah, when it gets into the modern cards, like in the 90s and that, 80s and 90s, it varies. I think they do a poll, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Or somebody up on the PSA set registry management team, they kind of choose. I think the future Hall of Fame set registry is whatever's in there is the one that typically ends up in the post-war set registry. Okay. So yeah.
That's where, because my whole growing up was the 82 Ripken with him and the other, I can't think of the other guy on it with him right now, but that was the rookie card. And now here lately you start people talking about the traded. That to me is that's a second card to me, but now that's changed because they start. I know it's not your forte, it's the Bowman first card, but Bowman now has created players that in a pipeline card, and then the next year put them in the first card.
Right.
So they love to make confusion.
Oh yeah, Bowman.
Yeah. So.
But that's actually legal. According to the rules set by the Players Association, that is actually legal. The only players that can have a rookie card are the ones that have made it to the pro roster.
Right.
Now they can insert prospect cards into the insert sets or subsets, like the rookie pipeline and those little subsets, but they can't use the MLBRC identifier on those cards.
Right. And yeah, that was the thing that me and I've had this discussion. So I Mets fan, huge Pete Alonso fan. Well, 2019, the Bowman set comes out early in the year, and they made a prospect card of Pete Alonso. Well, people are trying to sell that as his rookie card. It's not. It's not even his first card. It's just a prospect card.
Right.
They actually later on, this is where my props are going to come in, made this in Bowman. Their Bowman Chrome and Bowman Draft, I think, that year had his RC logo on it. And I know this is a rookie year card more than it is a rookie card.
There you go.
That's my lingo, is rookie year, rookie card. This to me is his rookie card, is the the actual flagship 475. But what gets me is I have over 30 different versions of this card, right? Drives me crazy.
Wow. Parallels.
Yes, and that's not even the tip of the iceberg.
And right? You don't have them all.
No, I have a display of just 475, and I even have the Chrome versions, and I'll count the Chrome versions. It's not 475, but it's the same card. It's the same picture. Right. So, and like you said, it's the way I hobby, right? Mm-hmm. So here's my favorite player of all time, Gary Carter. This is known as his rookie card, right?
Yes.
The full size, no doubt about it. Catchers, rookie catchers, outfielders. But also have it in a mini. Mm-hmm. So my question is this a rookie card, or is that a rookie year card?
Yeah, I consider that one a rookie year card, Scott, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
And it's because the minis are a subset.
Okay.
It's not part of the actual base set.
Okay.
Okay. Subsets historically now, subsets have never been considered true rookie cards.
Okay. Yeah, that's part of your 10 Commandments thing. Mm-hmm. The rookie card. And then, this is what I love about our timeline. He has 4 sort of rookie year cards, and a 5th one if you count the teams, the team card of that year, which I don't really count. But so this is the other one, the SSPC. So would you consider that a rookie card or a rookie year card?
A rookie year, only because it wasn't the distribution method on those was different, and also it wasn't really considered a mainstream product.
Right. And the only reason why I'm asking is because when you go to eBay or you go into shops or you go anywhere to buy them, they're always pushing, "Hey, this is his rookie card." When okay,
right.
And this one here is I got this one raw. It's I need to get it graded whenever PSA comes to reality. It's to get it already graded in a high grade. This is a pretty expensive card. I mean, it's not the same as the Topps one. But this is from the Memphis Blues, and this is even labeled on sites that list checklists as a rookie card.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, that's a minor league card. It's just of that year. It's
right.
The 75 year.
Right.
So even I know, I don't even have to ask you to me, that's an XC, right? That's before rookie card.
Yeah, I call those pre-rookie cards.
Right.
What I do is, yeah, I follow the template set by ComC, and there's is pre-rookie cards. That's where your minor league cards or your prospect cards land. Mm-hmm. And I've been asked, well, no, there's a difference between a minor league card and a prospect. There's two different, but I don't feel the need. I don't think it's that important to create a subcategory under a category, and we're starting to split hairs.
Right.
I would like one term, one all-encompassing term, one bucket per se,
right,
for everything that was released prior to his rookie year. Mm-hmm. So in that bucket, I put minor league cards and or prospect cards. Doesn't matter. They all fall under that category.
Right. Yep. So to me, it's like, that's is where I, as a old school collector, I get kind of frustrated with Because we talk about was only three or four sets in the heyday. Then in the 90s, you got a blow up where everybody and their brother making cards and they started making multiple sets within their own company and all that. To me now, it's just as bad. I'm not calling it by any means a junk era, but I don't know if we knew we were in the junk era when we were in the junk era. So,
Right.
So, I don't know what we're going to call this 20 years from now, but I just think it's crazy. You throw a number or a different color on the border, and all of a sudden it's a different card, and it's all that stuff. And it's all of a sudden 25 times more expensive than the base card.
No, and my biggest concern with the parallels today, and I love them. I'm old school, but I love them. They're cool.
Yes.
They're cool.
Yeah, I love the shiny.
But they're devaluing the value of the base rookie cards.
Right.
It's like you pull a base rookie, and it's like, oh man, it's like you just pulled the best player out of the set, and you're all manning only because it's not a parallel. And and there's just no respect for the base card unless it's a 10. Then it's good trade bait. But if you get a base card in a 9, it's like it's considered garbage. And I'm like, really? I mean,
I still get excited when I pull a top veteran player. But that's me. I love cards. I understand, especially these with the new collectors, man. It's just I feel for them because they get caught up in the shininess and in the numbers. They don't quite understand the history value of the base card itself. When before we just called it the card. Right.
Yep.
So with all the turmoil that's gone on these last few weeks,
man, crazy.
How do you think? I know you don't like to speculate. You joked about it, but with that going forward, do you think it gets even muddier, or is it going to get clearer when it comes to? Because you've talked about it before. It's like a race to get that first card out.
Yeah,
and they knew Wander Franco this year was going to come up, so it's kind of hard to imagine why they're not putting him in the update and holding till next year is just to sell product. So, unless the MLB for some reason said do not put him on there, but it's kind of hard to fathom that. So, do you think, like I said, is it going to get muddier or clearer? Or what do you think it's going to?
I think I remain optimistic, and I'm choosing to be optimistic. I think this is a very good opportunity for the hobby that has so many issues. It's a good opportunity to hit the reset button.
Yes.
So I'm kind of putting a lot of trust and hope, I guess, in the new management team with Fanatics, and I'm hoping that they have a lot of smart people that can bring some structure and some clarity into some of these issues that we have. And so I'm optimistic. I know there's another Victor that works for Fanatics. His name is Victor Schaefer, and he is one of the higher ups at Fanatics, and he's going to be involved in the leadership team for the card side of things. And I'm really excited about it because Victor Schaefer is a longtime collector, and he is a purist at heart, and he is a very vocal purist when it comes to his collection. And so he's the one guy I'm really on the sidelines hoping that he really gets involved and brings clarity into some of these issues that we have. And so that's kind of where I'm at with it.
Yeah, that's kind of I don't know if you got a chance to see my last Let's Talk, but that's kind of how I am. I mean, how can we all complain about Topps and then cry at the same time? And I just I'll put a link to my Let's Talk for the last one and this one. But it's just I think it would be the wrong move, in my opinion, to call it Topps, because we're going to know that it's not Topps if they purchase the names or whatever. I think, and the way it's set up, I think they're really going to subcontract the stuff if they're allowed to. with MLB. With the
Yeah.
and MLB's contracts, who knows? So
Right.
I'm just in a wait and see moment and hope for the best. And if it's good stuff, nobody's going to care.
Right.
Everybody loves a winner. It doesn't matter.
True. True.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned, Tops lost football and basketball. Some people cried, but a year later, nobody's talking about it.
We got over it, didn't we?
Right. Yeah. It's like, you'll find the old Tops Chrome or Bowman, and you're like, oh, it's nostalgic,
Sure.
but you're not, oh, Panini's it's just I'm with you on let's wait and see for any verdict, and it's what 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So let's just enjoy the hobby no matter what name is on the card.
Exactly. And there's a lot going on, man. So
right. And everybody the complaining about who you grade with and all this stuff, and I love the hobby, and that's just all nonsense to me.
Yeah.
Do what you enjoy and enjoy doing it. That's the way.
There you go. I love it.
Victor, I'm going to let you go. I know it's Friday night where we're recording this. Let you get back to your family. So any thoughts on what you're looking for now, or what you're hunting for out there right now?
Well, as far as my collection status goes, I am, I'll just plugging away on my set registries, which was my goal at the beginning of the year, to really focus on that. I am really excited, Scott, I'll let you know, I'm really excited about a video I got coming out here in another week or two. It's a video that's going to discuss the origins of the rookie card. And I was fortunate enough to go to the National and speak to a lot of the old timers on the origins of the rookie card. And I even had a chance to talk with Dr. James Beckett and Rich Klein about it. And so I did a lot of research on the origins, because we have a lot of documentation in history, like 1981 to present. But I wanted to go further back, because we know the beginning of the card boom. But what happened prior to the card boom that kind of led, we know about the birth of the boom. What about the inception of the boom? Let's go back to the point where it was conceived, right? And so the information that I found out was just floored me. So I'm going to be unpacking that here in the next week or so.
Are you going to touch on in the 50s where it was FCs and not RCs?
I might.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about, right?
FC? Yeah. Well, yeah. You're talking like first card versus rookie card. Yeah.
Right. So which they've gotten away from.
Right.
So because some of these players have individual contracts now, you don't see them in product. But anyway, I'll let you talk about that. I don't want to spoil anything. I just that was something that I kind of, when I first got Beckett's, I was like, what's this FC as a kid? Something I had to learn really early on. So that was fun. But Victor, great talking to you as always, buddy. And good luck with everything in the future. Just keep plugging away and enjoying the hobby, and keep putting out those videos. We love it. I think you captured a lot of people in our community, and a lot of respect to you. When your name comes up, it's all smiles and just congratulations on that, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It's great to have respect among your peers. So
yes.
So until next time, share. Victor, where can we find you out on the webs?
Yeah, right there. YouTube is Victor, the Rookie Card Specialist, like you see it there on the screen. On my website is alltimegreats.blog, which I will be changing the name of my website very soon. It's going to be called truerookiecards.com. Okay. And that's going to be happening here probably this week. And I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at alltimegreats.blog, or at Victor Roman.